A venue owner in Memphis recently threatened to pay a death metal band with literal death. I'm Dan Frampton, this is Punk News Now. Let's break it down. So that sounds pretty wild off the top, right? You got this death metal band, they play your venue, and instead of paying them with money, you threaten to pay them with death. That is a situation that happened earlier this week with Ohio death metal outfit Sanguisugabogg. You see, Sanguisugabogg is out there on the road doing a little bit of a loop, and they have a couple bands with them. You got Stabbing and Putrid Stew hitting the road alongside them. It's no big deal, they're making towns, they're playing shows, they're selling out venues, and it's a good old time. And then the loop is almost coming to an end. During the penultimate show in Memphis, Tennessee, they play their set at Minglewood Hall and 1884 Lounge. And you see, Sanguisugabogg out here aren't really known for having the longest songs, and their live set kind of equally matches that, right? So they're up there, they're playing their set, it's done, it's over, they have a good time, and then the tour manager goes to the office for the payout. Very typical procedure right here. When the tour manager goes into the office, they're told, "We're not paying you because you breached the contract." What do you mean, breached the contract? Oh, you were supposed to play until, 10:45, and it's 10:40. You breached the contract, therefore I'm not paying you. And when that happens to a band, when they fulfill their end of the bargain, they show up to the venue, they play the set, it is very standard procedure that they get paid for their efforts. There is no such thing as breaching the contract for playing too short of a set, unless it's clearly stated in the contract first, which when we're talking about a death metal show isn't really a typical thing. So anyway, this failure to pay the band escalated and escalated until other people came into the room, and that is when the venue owner apparently threatened to shoot the band instead of paying them. After shit got chaotic inside that venue, I'm sure some papers were rustled around and maybe a plastic table might have been thrown, I'm not exactly sure. But by the time the dust settled, someone with a more calm professional demeanor cut the band a check and they sailed off into the next town. After this happened, Sanguisugabogg took to the internet and they wanted to warn other people in music. Hey, do you book shows? Hey, are you a venue? Are you a concert promoter? Are you anything in Memphis? Hey, beware of this guy. Because apparently this guy is the guy that threatened to shoot them, and he didn't tell them who he was at the time. So they had to do some detective work and some internet sleuthing and uncovered that this is the man that indeed, according to them, threatened to shoot them instead of paying them. The post reads, "Warning, bands, booking agents, managers, do not work for this clown. This is Corey Likens, and hopefully by tomorrow morning, he doesn't have a job." At our show in Memphis, Tennessee tonight, right after we got done playing, we were told to come to his office to settle. So our tour manager came up and was told that we breached our contract because our set ended earlier than what we were slotted for. Open bracket, not a thing, close bracket. And he was shoved out of the office. All the bands returned to just settle out, and one of us just wanted to have a conversation as to what was going on. He popped his head out of the office to tell us to leave, or he was going to shoot us. He ended up leaving as he was told to by our awesome team, and luckily after a few hours, someone way more professional and calmly mannered wrote a check. We've heard from people that he's unwell and stuff, to not this extreme though, but bands not getting paid has happened before. Well, that is clearly scumbag behavior. Before I read the rest of this, I just really want to introduce the concept of a comma and a period to people writing statements. This thing is so hard to read, and I'm not gonna read it exactly how it is right now because I don't want to mock them, but it is very bad grammar. Glad you made sure to leave without giving us your name. I bet you feel really proud and safe, but quick detective work like finding your fuckboy haircut on Google did the trick. We also made sure to take pics of the green room because we saw staff take a picture of the room when the table got knocked over. Obviously, it's not broken. Awesome venue, awesome show, screw this dude. I think this awesome venue sentiment changes very shortly too. Either way, they show a couple pictures of the guy. This is him right here with the American flag in the background and this awesome mustache here. Looking pretty cute with some cat ears and a scary mouth. And this is apparently the green room. This is the plastic table that clearly didn't get broken. And a seat with the cushion on the opposite way. Things got rowdy. And then the couch without a coffee table in front of it. Okay, got it. And as we go down through these comments, there are people that are like, yeah, I was there, it happened to me as well. But the next day, they fired back with an update. That update is as follows. They're telling us to take down the post and saying he didn't say he was going to shoot us, that he just said that he had a gun. That's not true. He told 5 of us he was going to shoot us, and they're saying we breached contract, which is totally a made-up thing. People, do not support Minglewood Hall 1884 Lounge. Do not buy tickets to their shows, and make everyone aware of this. Straight up, fuck this place. You see, they changed their sentiment really quickly. Not awesome venue anymore. Now it's bad venue, do not work for them, because they try to silence you after they try to shoot you. But really, I don't want to be a dick, and I don't want to come across like this is the wrong time for this or whatever, but these statements need periods, these statements need commas, they're so fucking hard to read. What are you thinking when you're even typing it? Are you just typing it as fast as possible and hitting send? Especially in a situation like this where you're getting threatened and you want to clearly get the message out, you should try to do it with clear English. I can't fucking read this shit, man. Do you know how long it took me to go through this? Way longer than you'd think. I had to put in all my own periods, commas, and question marks. I'm on your side, Sanguisugabogg, but you don't have a brain between the fucking 5 of you. Finish school, everybody! Finish school! Go to school! My God. But also, listen to death metal. It's good music. But more importantly, finish school. So your statements are legible. So satirical internet newsmen could read it clearly to their audiences. So literally, that's it. I just wanted to share that. You don't need a YouTuber to tell you it's bad to not pay an act that you've hired to pay in your venue. You don't need a YouTuber to tell you it's bad to threaten to shoot them instead of paying them. All of that is kind of fucked up. And because of how much Sanguisugabogg hates Ronnie Radke, that just puts me firmly in their corner, even though they can't write a fucking sentence to save their soul. And that's all jokes. I don't care about your grammar. I got through it. It's fine. But the farther we get into the digital age, I gotta just reiterate that literacy is important. We need to be able to read and write still. I know AI is out there. I know things are easier than ever. And maybe this is a bit of a tangent, but just reading this statement made me realize how far things have slipped. Like, even if I would have wrote this back in the day on a forum, a punk rock hardcore forum, I would be ripped apart for putting something up that was impossible to read. And here we are in the year 2025, and it's just like, bring your own punctuation. You know, bro, keyboards have periods and commas on them. They're just other keys. Just press them. Just press them, for Christ's sake. Okay, alright. I'm glad you got paid. I hope everything's great. All the success in the world to you. Nobody work for that venue ever again. This is their Instagram. I'll just show it to you. Minglewood Hall, 1884 Lounge. Bunch of scumbags over here, I tell you what. Like, oh yeah, you want to get paid? Look down the barrel real quick, buddy. Okay, stay in school. Goodbye. See you later. Have a good one.